Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming this evening to our first annual middle school district band and chorus program. This is something that is being coordinated with the music teachers district-wide and the administration. We have an excellent group of middle school students who individually across the district have performed amazingly well in each of their individual schools. And one of our goals for this year was to put a district-wide group together that we could basically take the show on the road and give these students an opportunity to perform at county events, city events, and any type of event that may come up to represent our school. This group has been working very, very hard, especially under the direction of our music folks. So before we begin, I would like to thank and recognize all of our music department for the work that they've put into this. Of course, I would also recognize the administrators in each of the buildings who have supported this project, and the central office, our curriculum department. This has really been quite an operation, but we've made it work, and I think we're going to see how much work the students and the teachers have put into this evening. So for the introductions, I would like to thank the Prospect Park group, Christina Allen and Jess Weimer. Give them a round of applause. They'll come out afterwards, too. From Norwood, Miss Heather Egan and Sarah Green Fetter, the long-term sub in for Mrs. Gatch. Joe Orzillo, band teacher and music teacher at Glen Olden School. Brittany Basilis and Ralph Andrews from Tinicum. And of course, we have Mr. Peltz leading up all of our band students. We have Mr. Friel from the high school also joining us this evening. And also from the high school doing all of the accompaniments, Miss Hannah Knaus, our high school music and choral teacher. On tech support, we have Mr. Yarabini, Michael Yarabini, and Mr. John Sadek. We also had some help from our high school students who worked and helped to manage all of these middle school students who are here today, so we need to give them a round of applause. The parents who helped out with the dinner this evening, thank you very much. And of course, our maintenance and custodian staff that helped get everything set up. This is definitely a community school effort. I'm very excited to turn this over to the music department. So without further talking from me, let's get started. Here we go.
We're going to make a slight change in the program tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are not going to be doing our combined piece this evening. Before we do our last band selection for you, we would like to make a few announcements. Outside in the lobby, you can purchase tickets to our 50/50 raffle. You can also purchase tickets to our blanket raffle. There's a beautiful embroidered blanket that is going to be raffled off later on during, I think it's after intermission, I believe. So we would encourage you to buy tickets for that as well. And also, we would like to encourage anyone who would be willing to volunteer to sign up to be a parent volunteer for our district band and chorus program. We would greatly appreciate your help trying to do things like serve dinner to the kids, get snacks for the kids on a day like today when we would have our concert. So if you would please consider doing that, you can sign up for that in the lobby as well.
We are certain that winter has arrived when we hear the familiar sound of jingle bells. It is a traditional song that everyone loves to sing. The band has been wondering how the melody might sound in other parts of the world. Come with us as we travel musically from country to country with jingle bells around the world. First to Germany and a German band. Now let's travel to China for the sound of jingle bells with an oriental touch. Our next stop is Russia. Let us imagine the Cossacks dancing to their own version of Jingle Bells. Our journey now takes us to Mexico to hear the way Jingle Bells might be played south of the border. We have made a quick trip around the world and are now back home to hear Jingle Bells the way we like it best, in the American style.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, it's very bright up here. Just a couple of things that I'd like to say, a couple of thank yous that need to be made before our final song of the evening. First and foremost, I would like to thank these fabulous ladies and gentlemen on stage in front of you. They have committed to something that they were going into blindly. This is our first ever district chorus at Interboro. And quite honestly, the four of our choral directors, we've kind of gone into it blindly as well. But we knew we wanted it, and we knew we wanted it to happen. And these fabulous kids bought every word that we told them, and guess what? They showed up every week to rehearsal. Go figure. And in a lot of our buildings, our rehearsals are early morning, 7:30. So they've come, they've committed, they've learned all their notes with us, and then they've come together every early Wednesday when a lot of their friends are at home with their feet up enjoying some relaxation. They're here working really hard, singing and making music with us. So for that, I am ever grateful to them, because without them, this would not be happening this evening. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate what you do for us. A few other very quick thank yous before the end of our song. I do want to let you know we'll be pulling our 50-50 and our blanket raffle at the end of this song. They're just doing some counting in the back, so we will be doing that at the end. We didn't forget. We also have a great big thank you that needs to go out to our high school friends who have been here all day. They've been at school since 7:30 this morning, and they're still here with us now, helping organize our middle school students, encourage them, do anything that the music teachers needed from them today, all for nothing and just because they wanted to help. So my friends who are here, who have been helping us all night, could you just stand up, please, and be recognized if you are still in the audience? It's so important. We couldn't have done it without you, so thank you. Also, I personally would like to thank our administration, Mrs. Riley, Mrs. Eckman, all of the people at Central Administration that have made this happen for us. There's been a lot of needs and a lot of scheduling complications and all kinds of different things that have happened. And they have been more than willing to stand up and support us to get our program going. And we are eternally grateful for that, because we are doing what we want to do most in our world, and that's make music. And these students are learning so much from each other, and without the help and support of our administration, this wouldn't be possible. Also, our building principals and assistant principals have been so gracious in helping us and supporting us that we couldn't do it without them either. A couple more quick thank yous. Sorry, I feel like I'm giving an Oscar speech up here. Mrs. Knaus, she is the high school choral director. Her accompaniment tonight and all of her help organizing. I know Michael Yarabini is in the back doing sound for us, so thank you. Mr. Sadek is recording our performance tonight. Thank you for that. Again, thank you to our custodial staff for all that they have done for us this evening. And thank you so much. We had a handful of parents come and volunteer to help pass out dinner to the students. So that was just one more big help that we were able to have tonight. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone, but I'm just so grateful and thankful and so proud of these young ladies and gentlemen. So with that, we're going to sing our last song, Jazzy St. Nick, and then we will announce the raffle winners for you this evening.
Holidays are gone.
Also, I wanted to thank my colleagues in front of you as well, and I didn't want to do that until they actually walked out here. So it's been a very exciting ride for all of us and a learning experience too. So we are once again so thankful and grateful that we had this opportunity with our children, and we're excited for the spring. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to our program this evening. We hope you enjoyed yourself, and Mrs. Riley would like to close the program.
Thank you so much. How about a round of applause for this wonderful group of students? Where's our band directors? Are they back there? Mr. Friel, Mr. Peltz, are you back there? Okay. All right. Oh, all right. Come on out. Miss Basilis, Miss Fetter. Mr. Friel, come on out. Mr. Peltz. He's in the back? All right. How about a round of applause for this group? Just to let you know, this group already has some performances lined up. They will be playing tomorrow, singing tomorrow at the St. Pete Respite Care up in Plymouth Meeting. They will be at the Brandywine River Museum next week, which is very exciting. And in the spring, they will be singing at the St. Pete Walk at Citizens Bank Park. So that's very exciting. We are taking the show on the road, so thank you. And finally, I want to thank all of you. This is our first time through, and we're very excited to continue the district band and chorus. We appreciate you coming out this evening. On behalf of the Interboro School Board and the administrators, have a wonderful holiday. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you in the spring. Thank you.